I was a child in Central Florida. I went to the post office with my mother, and I noticed the white people kept getting in front of my mother. When we got outside of the post office, I asked my mom, why did those people keep getting in front of us? And she said, because we're colored. And that hit me. That being black could be a problem for the rest of my life. I'm Dr. Marvin Dunn. I'm a retired professor of psychology from Florida International University, and I am a historian. The most difficult stories that I've had to confront are the stories that deal with the suppression of black rights, black lives, black education. All of those things come together to give you the picture of an institutionally racist society, which is what we have been, which to some degree we still are. So every step we can take to eliminate racism within our country, within our society, is worth taking. So telling stories, even as difficult as it may be, going to places where people were lynched, killed, massacred, it is difficult, but it's necessary. If these stories are to be saved, we must confront the difficult parts of our history. What has kept me committed to truth-telling? The telling of lies, the attempt to destroy our history, the attempt to squash black heroes and black heroines in our history, the attempt to make it seem as if everything was fine with black people in this state and in this country, and having lived for 85 years, I'm a witness that they were not. A democracy has no place for lies. A democracy has no place for deception. A democracy has no place for squashing truth. I spent 7 years defending my country as a naval officer, not for what I'm seeing today in our country. That's not what I fought for. Which moments present me with the greatest sense of pride and why? It is when I've seen white and black people in these places where these terrible things happen come together and acknowledge the past, accept the past, and commit to working together to make a better future. I've seen that happen in Florida. We have a common history, common suffering, common achievements. Let's focus on those things that bring us together rather than those things that split us apart. What does answering the call to courage mean? It means being able and willing to take risks, your job, maybe even your life. That's what Americans have done for our way of life. For 250 years or more, we've done those kinds of things. We've taken risks for the saving of our society, and that must continue to happen. Courage, willingness to confront and stand up to power, speak the truth. That is what young people need to do, must do, for themselves and for our country. We all have an obligation to see the danger and to stand up to it, whatever our age, whatever our capacity. We have an obligation to stand up to evil and to stand up to authoritarianism. So that's why I do it. I feel strongly about free speech. Free speech is at risk in our society as never before. And if the ACLU doesn't lead the fight to make sure that we maintain freedom of speech, I don't know who will. Thank you all for what you're doing.